Hey guys, it's me, Laura, a Crocheting Whovian. How y'all doing today? It is Wednesday, January 20th at 10:20 at night. How y'all doing? I just lost my train of thought. I'm good. Nothing really happening here. Just another week. It's been about a week and a half since I last made a video and wanted to catch up with you guys and touch bases for the Cal and show you what I've been working on and let you know what I've been doing. First thing I'm going to get out of the way is the Cal. It is called the Me, Myself, and I Cal. And Cal is pretty much knit along or crochet along, and the whole idea of it is to pick something that's your favorite and make it and make sure it's for you. Hence the Me, Myself, and I. We just got through the holidays. Everything is about then was just rushing to make things for everyone else, and really didn't take the time out. I know for me, at least, as a crafter, that I didn't take the time out to make something for myself. So I said, this is the time to do it, and we're going to do it. You choose the yarn, whatever your favorite yarn is, your favorite pattern, everything, and just make sure it's for you. The rules are in the group, but I am going to say them now, just give you a Cliff Notes version of it. Whips are accepted as entries. One whip per week, and I prefer it to just be per, item, because you can enter as many times as you want. There's no cutoff. It's running from January 13th, which was 7 days ago, which was exactly 1 week ago, and all the way to March 1st. So you got plenty of time. You could post more than one whip in the same week. It's just I don't want the same whip in the same week. Each is put in for the prize at the end of the Cal. The thing is that whips get counted, yes, but they do not get counted for the main prize. The main prize is a project bag from Silvershed USA, and the sub prizes go for either knit or crochet, and that is stitch markers from the lovely Cupcake Crochet. With that being said, that's just about it. Finished projects are only counted for the Silvershed bag. But I mean, any questions, you could follow along in the group thread. There is a thread called Me, Myself, and I Cal. Chatter's allowed in it, so come say hi. If you're doing this strictly from Instagram, the hashtag is CW Me, Myself, I 2016. And that's about it. Okay, so let's just dive right into the whips. I got a few. I've worked on a few, but here we go. In my Doctor Who bag is a shawl. This shawl pattern is, I couldn't remember, hold on. It's going to be backwards, I know, because I'm filming on my computer. It's the Scrap Shawl by Anastasia Zeitel. It's a very fun pattern. It's a paid for pattern, but that's what it looks like. I am doing it in the Up in Yarns yarn, worsted 100% superwash merino, 218 yards in the colorway Rumpelstiltskin. This is my Storybook shawl. If you follow me on Ravelry, you'll see it on my project page. This is what I have so far. I am waiting on 2 more hanks of it to come because it's hand-dyed yarn. I need more of it. But yeah, this is what the yarn looks like in the bowl. It is so pretty. So pretty. Okay. And that goes there. In my other Doctor Who bag is the same shawl. See, I like it. You'll see more of that later. This I'm doing in fingering. This is how much of it I've gotten done so far. I'm in the middle of a row. And the yarn is nymph sock from Supernatural Yarns, and the colorway is Preposterous. You may have seen this before because I had this deep in my stash. This was deep stash. What's next? What's next? What's next? Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. This is my favorite one so far. This is a Silver Shed USA bag, Ariel. I am making another cardigan. It is a paid-for pattern, but this is it. That's what it looks like. It is the cram cardigan, and I am making it out of Barocco Ultra Alpaca, and the colorway is 6268, which I think is candied orange, if I remember correctly, but they don't put the name on the bowl band, on the hank band. But I've only started the back, and what you're working it back, bottom up, and it's a wraparound, so that's why it's going to look a little crazy. But this is all I have of it so far. Like I said, I haven't really been working on it much because I'm not going to give away the pattern, but it's easy, but it's a little tedious at the same time. What's next? Sorry, I can't reach it. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I feel so old. This is my Cyrano. I named him Artie. It's on my project page too. But that's it so far. The pattern is Cyrano the Bookworm by Franciscan Gypsy Designs. Love this pattern. Absolutely, positively love, love, love it. I am making it out of Up in Yarn Designs again. Colorway is Arctic Abyss, and it's a DK. I'm making it a little bit smaller, and I'm using, for this one, because normally I'll make them in a G hook. This one I think I'm using an F hook. Yeah, I'm using an F hook. I don't think there's anything in here. It's only in here is my pixelated blanket. I finished a few rows, which I'm going to take out for you, but I've only since then, actually since you saw it last, I've done like 4 rows, which is about 48 squares, I want to say. Yeah, but you'll see it now. It's a pixelated musical note, and that's it so far. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big. I'm actually making that for a gift for someone because she means a lot to me and she's always cold. So I said, hey, I know how to make blankets. Why don't I make you a blanket? So there you go. Now this next project, I completely 100% blame Ming Mao for. But you know what? When in doubt, always blame Ming Mao. That's my motto. This is the scrap blanket that everybody's calling ugly blanket because, well, the squares are supposed to be ugly. And I think this one by far, compared to everyone else's, including my others, is the ugliest. I've only made 3 so far, but the whole idea behind this is I'm using the cream to border them. But here's the other one. And here's another one. I haven't weaved in the ends on this one yet. But I'm using up my scraps for this, but I'm going to take the same idea. Everybody's making those like mitered square blankets into like their cozy memories blankets and stuff like that. I don't knit. I try. I can do basics, but I just can't do it. So is that, so whatever. But I decided that I wanted to make a little cozy's memory blanket. So I decided that, like this, with the scraps, I'm going to use my cozy memories, my memories scraps that I've made stuff for me out of, because most of this is just stuff that I made with for gifts and stuff. Um, and I'm gonna make myself a blanket like this. Cozy memories, you know, just so something that I can just go, oh, you know what? That was made from this yarn that I made this, and this with. And my thing is that I'm not gonna do it alone. So this is where you guys come into play. And it's only if you want to take part in it. I have no problem with it. You message me and we'll do it. But I want to make a blanket featuring my friends. And I've asked my bestest friends. They know who they are because I reached out to them already. And asked them to make me a 12-inch square out of any weight as long as it's 12 inches. And for me to include in my Cozy Memories blanket. This way I have a part of my friends with me at all times. But here's where you guys come in. I would like some of you, if not all of you, who want to participate. I'm going to put a thread up in the Ravelry group. And I want to do a cozy blanket, memories blanket exchange. Where we each, whoever wants to take part in it, makes a 12-inch square and exchanges it with someone that they want to. Now, I want to exchange with all of you. So, now, I'm not going to say that, yeah, I mean, you tell me if you want them ugly or not, and we'll work it from there, but I want to contribute to you guys, and I want you guys to contribute to my blanket. So if you want to participate in that, after this goes up, I'm going to create the thread in my Ravelry group, which the link will be down below. And, ooh, sorry. That's how you know it's 10:30. It's time to take my pills. That's how I remember. Sorry about that. But every night I forget that it goes off. I want you guys, those that want to participate. I don't want you to feel like I'm like coercing you into doing this or not. But I want you guys to be included because you guys are my people. We're all yarny people. You're my people. So if you crochet or even knit, I mean, I can include a knitted square in it, but if you want, but a 12-inch square, and this way I can display it and be like, you know, this one made this for me, and Jojo made that, and Bob Vila made that, and whatever, you know, that's what I want to do. So like I said, I'm going to create the thread as soon as this goes up, and yeah, we'll take it from there. If anybody wants to participate, you guys are more than welcome to. If you don't, you don't have to. To each its own. But yeah, I thought that would be a fun idea for like a square exchange. The other thing I want to talk about is I want to do another exchange. I'm going to, at the end of February, right after this Cal's done, I am going to set up another crafty exchange. Where you just make something. I'm going to randomly pair you up with people. You talk for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and then by the end of May, you exchange. Which, by exchange, I mean you make something for by getting to know the person, you get to know what they like. If they like certain things, like my fandom is all nerdy. Doctor Who, Marvel, the Avengers obviously is Marvel, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, anything like that. And you make something geared to what they like, whether it be a hat, cowl, blanket, gloves, whatever. Just something crafty. It could even be cross-stitch. It could be a project bag, whatever it is. The idea is to get to know the person, gain a new friend, and just exchange what you love to do. Again, not forcing anybody. If you want to do it, do it. I'm going to set up the thread for that too, just for signups. The other thing I was wondering in all of this too is if any of you, I know we all drink tea and we all do the what's in your mug thing. I was wondering if any of you want to do a tea swap. Just let me know. Message me below, Instagram, whatever. However way you reach out to me and let me know if that's something that you would be interested in doing. Yeah. That's about it. I have one finished project. and I'm about to show you, but this squares are part of my ugly blanket, and I blame Ming Mao. Because like I said, when in doubt, blame Ming Mao. You know I love you. But yeah, okay. My finished project is right here. I made a shawl. This is my comfy bedtime reading shawl, my nighttime reading shawl. Because sometimes at night I get cold and I want to just cuddle up on the couch and read. And I just want to, I feel like a blanket, it's hard to hold the book and hold the blanket up. So I feel like with this wrapped around my shoulders, like that, I could still snuggle up and read and stay warm. The pattern is the scrap shawl. I basically just use Deep Stash for this. The variegated is Loops and Threads. I forgot the colorway in all honesty, but it's on my project page. This is Loops and Threads, and this is Red Heart Super Saver. Like I said, Deep Stash. Deep Stash. The Red Heart Super Saver I think I've had for well over a year, and I only used it for 2 rows. But that is my finished object. My only finished object for now. My nose is itchy from that. And on to royalties. I really don't... Alright, you know what? I'm going to lie right now and say I don't have many. But I do, because I live in New York City, as you all know. And in the whole state of New York, there is not a Hobby Lobby. Whole state. So one just opened, and that's going to fall. One just opened in New Jersey. About an hour away from me, and it was worth it. Oh, sorry. It was worth the hour drive. And I went, and I got a ton of yarn. And I mean a ton. But as far, I got over 50 skeins of yarn. I'm not going to lie. But, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, this is this and this is this, because it's all I love this yarn. That's all it is. I love this yarn. And I love it. But I'm going to show you the, you know what? Yeah. The 3 royalties I got this week. And that's it. I got, sorry for the crinkle. I don't remember the names of the colorways, so you're going to have to forgive me because they don't have it on the bull band. Sorry. I know one is Peacock. I don't know which one is which, but they're the West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in the Country Birds. There's this one. I think this is the Peacock one. There's that one. I got 2 of these and 2 of these. They're fingering. They're sock yarns. But I know I'm making shawls out of them. I got that, and then my yarn box came, and it's beautiful. I want to curl up and cry when I saw this. The colorway is Peacock, and it's MJ Yarns. I got 2 of them. Let me tell you how soft this is. It's like, I don't know. It's 50% alpaca, 30% merino, and 20% silk, and it's worsted. Now, this cannot be a toy. First of all, if I made this into a toy, I think Jan Carruthers would get on a plane, come here, and chop my head off, because she can't understand me using really nice yarn for toys. So she's insisting when she saw this that this has to be a shawl. And I agree. It has to be something. It can't be a toy. Although see, now I'm confused, because toys I appreciate. I love making them because they're fun and they're easy and they're like instant gratification for me. But yeah, if I make that into a toy, I think Jan will kill me. But that's about it. This is going to be a very short video, guys, but that's okay. I really don't have much to talk about. Next week, I hope to have more finished projects. I also picked up, yeah, that's it, 2 books that I'm going to start reading. This one is Hooked on Murder, a crochet mystery. I thought that was hysterical. It's going to be backwards for you guys, but it's by Betty Heckman. I'm going to start it as soon as this up. I'm going to start it. The next one I got was Knit 1, Kill 2 by Maggie Sefton. I know a lot of people have read this book. They're both the first book in their series, and I figured, start out this way and then take it from there. I did just finish a book that I literally read in one sitting, and I don't remember if I said it in the last podcast or not, but the book November 9, phenomenal book. Phenomenal. I just read it again, actually. I've read it twice so far, and I think I'm going to read it for a third time because I just can't. I can't. It was that good for me. And it's very seldom that a book has that connection with me. Like, the only other book in my life that I was ever able to just pick up and read, aside from Harry Potter, we're not even going to go there because I started reading Harry Potter again for like the time because of Alan Rickman. I was never so heartbroken in my life for a celebrity dying, aside from Kurt Cobain, like Alan Rickman. Always. That's all I have to say is always. All you Potterheads will get that reference. But yeah, so it's very seldom that a book, aside from like the Harry Potter series, and even the 50 Shades series, believe it or not, I read them, and I read them more than once, has done that for me. And not since The Catcher in the Rye. I can read I've read The Catcher in the Rye. My book is all battered and beaten because of it. I actually just bought a new one at Barnes & Noble over the summer, but because I have notes in the margin, and like I don't want that to get any more damaged than what it is, because that is like the holy grail to me. And I can't even tell you how many times I read that book, because sometimes when I'm just wanting to get lost in my head or in my imagination, I guess you could say, I just open it, and wherever it is, I start reading. And every time I finish it, I always come back with a new interpretation of it. I can't explain it, but that book by far, I can't get enough of Catcher in the Rye. But this book, November 9, it is a young adult book, but when you read it, you don't even realize it's a young adult book. A young adult book. Wow, I can English. And you just keep going and going and going, and until when it's done, you feel. I know for me, and I recommended it to one of my friends, and she loved it too. For me, it was like heartbreaking when it was done, because you connected so well with the character. Sorry, I was just checking here for my dog. But I don't know. I did also pick up a crochet book, which I got told I'm not allowed to show because a certain someone, not mentioning names, tells me every time I mention a book, she's got to go and buy it. But it's a, it's a granny square book, which falls in with the ugly squares. It's the Crochet Motifs book, Beyond the Square. I love it because it has literally behind, it's all granny squares in different ways. And I love. I want to make a blanket out of that. But it's Beyond the Square, the Crochet Motifs. There's 144 different kind of squares. And it's by Edie Ekman. And I don't know. I want to try each square in it and see how it goes. But yeah. So, other than that, that's about it. I haven't really been doing much. I've just been working mostly on the 2 shawls and my sweater, but I haven't really had much crafting time. This weekend, I imagine I will have a lot because it's going to snow, like a little over a foot. Can't complain. We haven't had snow until now, so as much as I hate snow and I hate cold weather, I think we're due for this. But other than that, nothing else going on. I think I'm going to end it here. All those are projects behind me, yes, but I have not worked on them, so that's why they're the same as when you last saw them. I only show you what I've worked on so you can see the progress. My dog's barking. But that's about it. And I'm hoping to do this every week again, if not every 2 weeks, but at the very least every week. And that's it. So I'm going to say goodnight and wish you all a lovely evening, and hope to hear from you and about the square exchange. Okay? Have a good one. Bye, guys.